Hello everyone, I wanted to let you know about the subscriber event going on in Star Wars: The Old Republic from now until December 9th, 2025. If you've already heard about the event, I'll be going over some great things you can do with your rewards and some suggestions. But first off, what's the subscriber event in The Old Republic? From September 9th to December 9th, 2025, current subscribers will notice a new type of login reward named Subscriber Login Tokens. Subscribers who log in at least 4 times a week, within a week, will receive these tokens on the 4th day and will be able to redeem them at a special vendor that carries a bunch of different rewards. So how it works is every Tuesday, the week resets. Within a week, if you log in 4 days within a week, on the 4th day, you'll log in and you can claim 6 of these subscriber tokens to spend on whatever you want on the subscriber token vendor. The vendor is located on the Republic or Imperial fleet, and they are on the stairs between the combat training section and strongholds and crew skills section. That's where you can purchase your rewards with your subscriber tokens. Here's some important notes about those tokens. First off, if you're the kind of player who logs in pretty much every day, your tokens will show up every Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be your 4th day of the week. Second, you can only hold about 18 tokens before you reach the currency cap. So make sure to spend your tokens about every 3 weeks or sooner, or they'll get wasted. Once you have some tokens, they'll show up in the currency tab of your inventory and are legacy bound. Now here's the most important part. These tokens will be deleted and removed when the event ends on December 9th. So make sure to get your tokens spent probably before December 8th, 2025. Don't hoard them for future events because they'll be removed from the game. The vendor itself will also disappear, but any items that you've gotten from the vendor will stick around. So just make sure to spend your tokens before the event ends. And make sure to spend them before you have 18 piled up. Okay, on to the fun part. Let's talk about rewards. So these items on the subscriber token vendor are all really for fun. There's no correct item to buy, and I'm hearing lots of varied answers about what players are purchasing with their tokens. There is no singular one item that you should or should not get. However, I will say I don't recommend buying the pets, toys, or emotes because you can likely find them on the player-run market, the GTN, for a low credits price. They're not particularly rare. This event brings 2 unique items that you can't get any other way and didn't exist in the game beforehand. These are the 2 companion customizations that are inspired by the droid K2SO from Andor. These 2 companion customizations, one for 2VR8 and one for C2N2, are the only true unique cosmetic rewards. So if you're a collector, these are probably the items you're going to be chasing down. They are very expensive at 12 tokens each though, so you'll need to save up between multiple weeks to get them. And just as a heads up, at the time of making this video, they do not have a collections unlock. However, the developers have said one is coming in the future, and that was just a bug. Now, here's where things get really fun. If you're level 80 and do not have hide and seek unlocked yet for level 80 gear, this is my absolutely huge suggestion on how to spend at least some of your tokens. Your goal during the event is going to be at least 2 of the Rakata gear pieces from the subscriber token vendor to turn into hide and seek, and this will allow you to be able to purchase unlimited level 80 gear with credits for all of your characters. It's a really awesome method and a very generous way that the developers are giving players to gear up late in this gearing cycle. If you need more info about how that works, this is a really fantastic method of gearing up. I have put a link in the description of this video for a step-by-step with hide and seek. If you already have hide and seek unlocked and want to work on gearing up even more, I recommend purchasing Rakata pieces, then upgrading them to 344 at the vendors. Especially if you're already partially geared up from hide and seek, the most useful items to buy from the subscriber vendors are the earpieces and relics, because you can't get those from hide and seek in the first place. You could also buy tech fragment boxes if you're working on upgrading your legendary implants for your characters. Now let's talk about credits. If you want credits, compare prices on the GTN. But the crate of bioprocessing parts contains 50 corrupted bioprocessors, which are a rare crafting material used to craft the best augments in the game. Since you get 50 per box, these might be worth purchasing them to sell on the GTN. If they sell for 1 million each, you'd get 50 million credits before taxes. I checked the price right before the event started, and this event might tank the price as it goes further on and people purchase the rewards that they want, and then start buying items that they can sell. If instead you've always wanted to get this super expensive augments, now might be a good time to get them. The creative bioprocessing parts are needed to craft the most expensive and powerful augments, but they'll still be quite a task to make. Make sure to compare pricing and availability of the OEMs and RPMs, which are also required and can be purchased with tech fragments. For information about that OEM and RPM crafting materials and making credits and augment crafting, visit the links in the description of this video for more intense guides. Now I'm going to go through a quick run through of all of the rewards offered from the vendor. There is quite a few. So you've got the new 2V R8 and C2N2 customization security droid companion customization. Those are 12 tokens each, and it's the only way to get these two customizations. Presumably they will disappear after the event. There is 6 different emotes that you can buy. All of these are normally from the Cartel Market or the GTN. There's 11 pets that are normally from the Cartel Market or GTN. Make sure to check the prices there. 3 toys, same thing, from the Cartel Market or the GTN. A batch of fairly interesting experience boost. These only cost 1 token each. There's the class missions, dynamic encounter missions, flashpoint missions, legacy experience, starfighter XP, and warzone XP overcharge boost, and these boosts give you a 40% XP boost, which is larger than any other type in the game. They cannot be combined with other XP boost items. If you're leveling up, the leveling gearbox for levels 10 through 75 is actually pretty good. This is normally the purple bordered gear that you'd pick up from running flashpoints, and what's nice is even low-level players can wear this without artifact authorization after the more recent free-to-play changes. As for credits and currency rewards, there's the supply crate FP-1 stabilizers, which has 1,000 and cost 4 tokens. The supply crate OP-1 catalyst, which contains 350 and costs 4 tokens. The supply crate of tech fragments, which includes 1,200 tech frags and costs 4 tokens. And the crate of bioprocessing parts, which includes 50 materials and costs 6 tokens. Lastly, there is randomized pieces of 340 Ricotta purple bordered level 80 gear, which costs 2 tokens each. It will give you a randomized piece of that type depending on your discipline and class. At the time of making this video, there is a small bug with the Ricotta offhand and main hand weapon. Unfortunately, there looks like there's 2 offhands on the vendor. The offhand that looks like the symbol of a knife is the real offhand, and the one that's a symbol of a gun, pew pew, a blaster, it's actually the main hand. It is just mislabeled. The developers are aware. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed the overview of everything to do with the subscriber token event in Star Wars The Old Republic. This is a fairly small and simple event, but it is fun to try and figure out how you want to spend your tokens if you're currently a subscriber. This event is likely just to tide people over until the developers are able to release update 7.8, likely in December, and should likely include the next batch of the story, now that the SAG-AFTRA Voice Actors Union strike has concluded. If you want to show your support for videos like these, visit SWTORista.com/support. And if you want more videos like this to show up on your YouTube homepage, subscribe to this channel. As always, may the Force be with you.